Have you ever wondered why some people seem to have an endless drive while others struggle to get out of bed? Let's delve into the fascinating world of motivation. It's not just about willpower or sheer determination, it's about understanding the science that fuels our actions. It's about the invisible forces that push us towards our goals, or pull us away from them. Think of motivation as a spark that ignites our actions. It can come from within, an intrinsic motivation like a personal passion or a desire for growth, or it can come from outside, an extrinsic motivation like a reward or the avoidance of punishment. These forces shape our actions, our decisions, and ultimately our lives. Motivation is not a one-size-fits-all concept. It's a complex and personal journey of understanding what drives us. To unlock your full potential, you need to understand your motivation. Our brain, a complex organ, holds the key to understanding motivation. Dive into the fascinating world of neuroscience, and you'll find that our drive, our ambition, and our motivation are all rooted in the intricate workings of our brain. This 3-pound organ, with its billions of neurons, is the conductor of our motivation orchestra. At the heart of this orchestra are neurotransmitters, the brain's messengers, that play a leading role in how we feel, think, and act. One such neurotransmitter, dopamine, often called the reward chemical, has a starring role in our quest for motivation. Imagine dopamine as a charismatic maestro. When we set a goal and imagine its fulfillment, dopamine starts to flow. It's like a powerful melody that propels us forward. Each step we take towards the goal, each small victory, triggers the release of dopamine. This release creates feelings of pleasure and satisfaction, pushing us to continue the journey. It's like applause in our brain, encouraging us to stay on stage and continue performing. But what happens when the goal is met? The dopamine levels drop, the applause fades, and the curtain falls. This is where the pleasure principle comes into play, a psychological concept that suggests humans are driven to seek pleasure and avoid pain. After the dopamine high, we seek a new goal, a new source of pleasure, to keep the dopamine flowing and the pleasure principle satisfied. It's an ongoing symphony, a perpetual cycle of motivation. Yet it's important to note that motivation isn't just about achieving goals. It's also about the journey, the process. It's about finding joy in the challenges, the learning, the growth. And sometimes it's about finding motivation in the face of adversity, when the dopamine applause is faint, but the will to push forward is strong. So, the next time you find yourself lacking motivation, remember your brain's orchestra. Remember dopamine, your charismatic maestro. Remember the pleasure principle and the cycle of motivation. Tune into these elements and let them guide your journey. Understanding how your brain works can help you harness your motivation and use it to your advantage. So how can you apply the science of motivation to become a leader? Imagine a world where everyone knows what drives them, where leaders not only understand their team's motivations, but also their own. This is where the science of motivation comes into play. It's about becoming a conductor of an orchestra, where each instrument is a different motivator. Leadership is not just about giving orders, it's about inspiring action. And what better way to inspire than by understanding what truly drives people? By tapping into individuals' intrinsic motivations, leaders can create an environment that encourages productivity and engagement. On a personal level, understanding your own motivations can help you set and achieve your goals. It's the fuel that keeps your engine running, the spark that ignites your passion. But remember, becoming a leader doesn't happen overnight. It's a journey filled with self-discovery and growth. A journey where you learn to understand and harness the power of motivation. Because, after all, a true leader understands and harnesses the power of motivation. So, what's the secret to using motivation to transform your life? Well, it all begins with understanding the science behind it. Motivation isn't a mysterious force. It's a powerful tool that can be harnessed once you grasp how it works. Think of it as the engine that drives you towards your goals. To keep it running smoothly, you need to set realistic, achievable targets. Setting goals that are too lofty can lead to frustration, while those that are too easy can lead to complacency. Finding that sweet spot is key, but that's just half the battle. The other half is finding your intrinsic motivation, that inner drive that propels you forward, even when the going gets tough. This is your personal why, your reason for pursuing your goals. Finally, understanding how your brain processes motivation can give you an edge. By knowing what triggers your motivation, you can work to stimulate those triggers and keep your engine running. The secret to motivation lies not in seeking external rewards, but in finding your inner drive and understanding how to harness it.